Yeah, so here we are in this game here. In the purple in the top right corner, we have Visixfan, and his opponent in the bottom left, in the light blue, is going to be NomanTrips. So this is actually the first game I've seen where I don't know either player. In all the previous games I knew at least one player from 8-bit, but here are two names that I'm unfamiliar with. Hence my, how do I read this name? moments. Okay, so, looks like our scout is already here. And, our other scout's just hanging out in here. That's interesting. NomanTrips has his mech factory down. Oh, this is interesting. Visixfan isn't building, he hasn't finished his first yet, but he started two at the same time, and that's really weird. I mean, I feel like it'd be more efficient to have both drones finish the first one and then make the second one. But because that way you'd have, assuming that drone build speed stack additively, which would be the logical thing, then they'd finish at the same time this way as they would the other way. But that way, one of them finishes first and you could start unit production once the first factory starts. I mean, once the first factory is finished. This way you have to wait until both finish. On the other hand, I think he's only producing out of one. I could be wrong. No, he's producing out of both. That's interesting. Okay, looks like NomanTrips scouting that has countered by building his own second mech factory. And in my opinion, he did it the correct way. He built one first and then he built the second. I mean, sometimes you start it a certain way and then to save APM you just do it that way. But on the other hand, the more effective way would be to build one and then build the second. Yeah, these bullfrogs not able to focus down the harvester correctly. Ooh, a little bit of combat here. Small raid going on. Looks like NomanTrips is easily going to repulse this. His unit stops dodging though. That might be bad. Okay, with the new reinforcements, okay, yeah, he's gonna hold for now. Visixfan is falling back. Oh, Visixfan is no longer. Okay, now he's moving again. One thing in this game is that units can dodge so well that everything is sort of balanced off of that dodging. So if you stop paying attention to your units for like 2 seconds, you could easily lose a lot of them. Just because when you're not looking at them, when you're not microing them, they're not dodging anymore. And then boom, things die. Because shots actually hit. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, talk about not paying attention. So a couple of units take this specifically this bullfrog taking a lot of fire, almost dying, but Visixfan was able to go to those units quick enough to micro them out of harm's way. And yeah, the result is that you have a bullfrog with like 0 health, which just got focused down. It is dead now. A couple other bullfrogs are exploding now. Looks like the bullfrogs have entered the drone line, but they aren't focusing the drone right now. Because they don't do AoE, so it's not like they'd be able to do significant damage to the drones anyways. They'd focus down like 2 drones, maybe 3 or something, and they'd all die. It wouldn't be the end of the world for Visixfan. On the other hand, if one of these players could sneak some AoE, so like bombers or demolishers into a drone line, all of a sudden then you have massive damage, because these drones like to stack. They like to kind of like hang out like this. Looks like we have some more bullfrogs moving in here for Visixfan. Oh, neither player's units are moving. Okay. Yeah, both players are very alert right now. They're both staying vigilant, making sure they don't accidentally lose units while not paying attention. On the other hand, let's see what production's like over here. We do have 3 silos and 3 mech factories here for Visixfan. Well, we still only have 2 mech factories for, oh gosh, I forgot his name randomly. For NomanTrips, but he is working on his air factory now. once the air factory's out, you could see maybe bombers or something, and that could do a lot of harm to especially to a worker line that's basically stacked. Like there are exactly 2 drones that aren't part of this tiny little cluster. And yeah, a couple bomber shots right there, and they're all gone. On the other hand, I kind of doubt we'd see bombers coming first, because NomanTrips has to worry about defending this first, because, yeah, so, what unit is this? What is this? Let's see what it does. I think that's a bomber! Okay, he built bombers first. It's missing all of its bombs. It's not effective. It's not very effective. Okay, now it's getting some shots. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, so now he can take the same bomber and move it over, but he's lost a lot of workers himself. This might be the best. He might want to retaliate with this. On the other hand, he might be fearing that, you know, there could be another small push coming in from Visixfan. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna have to focus on replacing those lost workers. Maybe try to build a second command center to pump out new drones. But yeah, it's interesting. He is mining ore, which he can use to build bombers. On the other hand, there's no ore mining yet from Visixfan. He's strictly producing bullfrogs, and now it seems he has produced a single merc because he has seen the bomber. So yeah, it looks like he's strictly on tier 1 bots here. I mean, tier 1 mechs here. Looks like here comes the bomber, exactly the path that I thought it'd come in, and it's basically just gonna swoop in here, trying to land a couple bombs here. And because of the way the bombers work, oh, there's a second one, nice. The way the bombers work, it seems they bomb in a line, and depending on the length of the line, they might be able to get both clumps here. Oh, they're coming in, but they're not attacking. They're not attacking yet. They're just moving in circles, which might reveal their presence here. They're not here to defend. Oh no. NomanTrips might be in some trouble here. He's actually building a second command center to replace his lost workers, but he doesn't have any ground forces here to defend. Oh no! This giant mass of bullfrogs is just going to overwhelm this area, probably. Meanwhile, NomanTrips is moving in the bombers. All of the drones are dead! There is not a single drone left alive! And now the bombers are going for the buildings. We might have some kind of pseudo-base trade going on here. This is really weird. This is actually really weird. Because there's no defense here. I don't know if Visixfan can afford new units. Oh, it looks like the factories are working, but I'm not sure if the factories have a different animations they play when they're idle versus functional. But actually, what I'd do if I were NomanTrips, I'd evacuate these drones and try to build just build a silo in the middle of nowhere. Oh. Visixfan has evacuated a bunch of drones. So he didn't lose all the drones, he just ran away with them. And so he could, if he has the money, he can build a silo here, start mining again, and kind of come back in the game. Meanwhile, NomanTrips is trying to evacuate these two. Ironically, it's the same corner as Visixfan. On the other hand, he doesn't have any buildings, so it seems like as long as you have a single unit alive, you can stay in the game here. And this is really interesting. Basically, you have 4 bombers and 2 fighters. So 4 bombers and 2 mantas versus this giant mass of bullfrogs. No, and a single merc. Okay. And of course there are these, but I'm not sure if they can afford a silo. If they can't afford a silo, they can't mine. And so we have a combat here. Looks like 2 bombers are down. A lot of the bullfrogs are also down. The merc is down. Oh gosh, only 2 bullfrogs left. Two bombers are still alive. Are the original fighters alive? I don't think the fighters are alive, but I think. Oh gosh, this is crazy. The game has literally come down to. Oh what? Oh, the bomber. I think is going to die here. The bullfrog is going to dodge. I think the bombers are dead. Wow. talk about a crazy ending there. NomanTrips just barely losing that there. Both players yelling GG. That was very GG. A game where literally the game came down to a single bullfrog, and of course these drones can't do anything. They can't build, they can't mine, they can't attack. So literally the game came down to a single bullfrog. Wow. Okay, I accidentally put something in chat, and I accidentally combined that with the previous message that I never entered. So our next game is questionable who's playing who. This is where the whole Mooley versus Woksy who does what thing happens. So it looks like the general opinion is that they decided to give Mooley a bye over Endswimmer, and Carnage is going to play versus Woksy, I think. So I think that's the next match. So our next match is going to be Carnage versus Woksy. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so it turns out bombers cannot attack. Okay. Okay, it's Threx versus Morley. Threx, okay. I think, okay, so Threx must have, because I saw something in chat about, the problem of what happens when players don't sign in. So I guess Threx didn't sign in, so it looked like he wasn't here, so he got disqualified, but he's actually here. So we're going to be watching Threx versus Morley. Okay. Yeah, someone put Visix as the loser. Actually, I'm so... Okay, there's Morley. Okay, I'm going to shut the window really quick. BRB. So now we just have to figure out where Threx is. Okay, yeah, it looks like the brackets have been amended to put Visixfan as the winner versus NomanTrips. Interestingly enough, the seeds, I think the seeds were random, but the seeds actually did put NomanTrips and Visixfan as the closest matchup in the round of 8 or the round of 9. Thurx. Oh, it's Thurx, not Threx. Okay, yeah, I have seen Thurx. I've seen him before. I'm like, who the heck is Threx? Because I haven't seen him in chat. I haven't seen, who is this dude we're waiting for? Okay, yeah, I have seen Thurx before. All of a sudden, I know who they're talking about. So, someone Someone made an early typo like 10 minutes ago, and we've been repeating it the whole time. As Threx, but it's... Oh! Threx just got on. So Threx is about to join then, I guess. Okay, Threx does appear to be here. He is in Discord chat. Okay, perhaps we should restart the match. Okay, there he is. Threx has joined. Oh no! We thought that... Okay, whatever. This is set now. This is fine. Okay, here we are. Okay. I'm just gonna have to wait for this to load. This does seem to be one of the fancier looking maps, so it could take a bit of time. Okay. This is actually taking quite a bit of time to load.